Hey guys, what's up? It's Hey John. And man, have you seen what Doginals is doing? Well, if you don't know or see what they're doing, then let me fill you in on some of this alpha. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Look at this guy right here. Do you see what he's doing? Do you know who he is? Well, if I need to tell you who he is, if you're in crypto, this guy you should know by default, whether you love him or hate him or whatever. He's a known figure in the crypto space, but I will go ahead and introduce him to you guys. It's Ben Armstrong, folks. Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto, however you know him, but this dude has bought 2 Doginals. And one of his peoples were doing research on Doginals. And when they said to get in, it was about 2,500 the floor. And when I say 2,500, I mean Doge. The current floor is 18,000 Doginals. When I made a video 2 or 3 days ago, it was about 12,000 or 10,000, I forget. But man, it has been growing exponentially. And I know folks who are buying multiple Doginals. They aren't buying 1 or 2. They're buying like 6, 7, 15. I'm like, there are currently 4,942 holders. Very soon, folks, the floor is going to be held. And if people don't sell, then by definition, these pictures are going to go higher. It's basic supply demand, folks. If there is no supply, but there is demand, and everyone buys all up, the floor is going to move up very, very fast. And soon we're going to be at 20K. And you know what here, folks? 20K is FUD. Soon it'll be 100K. And soon 100K will be FUD as well. So what I'm saying to you folks is do some research on Doginals. Now, when you say do research, John, what do you mean? Well, unfortunately, currently Doginals doesn't have any type of roadmap or information on a website. So the only real way to catch an alpha is to like and subscribe to my channel, because I will be following this stuff in-depthly, because, well, the information is pretty hard to get. The only place you can get it is on X and Twitter, and you have to go on all these spaces. You gotta listen in for this tidbit alpha. So basically these spaces have like an hour or 2, and you may get 1 minute of alpha for all of that listening time. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a project where you actually have to follow it if you want to know what's going on. And let me tell you folks, it's quite a bit of effort. What is a current alpha, John? Well, have you heard of OKX? They are a top 4 exchange. Yes folks, top 4 exchange. There's BNB, there's Coinbase, and ladies and gentlemen, OKX, as you can see right here, well, they are saying, you know what, I am committing to Doginals. I am creating an inscription wallet. I am going to create a ton of transactions, because you know what, as a market maker, that's where the money's at for me. And ladies and gentlemen, if OKX is jumping on board, what does that tell you? That tells you that soon after, you're going to see other big players jump into the pool, because you know what? Everybody likes volume and transaction fees. And what does that tell you as a potential Doginal investor? That means that there is demand. Now, if you go over to the Doginal website, you're going to see about 300 plus listings. You're saying, oh, that's a lot, John. Well, understand that there are 10,000 minted pictures here, and there's only 300 listed. Well, folks, do the math, and you will see that it's a very, very small, finite supply. I would say 0.03%. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a very small amount. That means that when this goes viral, and it will soon after, because you're seeing more and more influencers talk about this kind of thing here, and guess what, folks? When they talk, you have one person come in and buy 2 or 3. Well, out of 300, now you have 297, right? And the floor has been raised again, and it'll continue being raised. The other question you need to ask yourself is, when are people going to start dumping their Doginals? Well, I'll tell you folks, it's very simple. When they see a price that they like, and if they need some money, they will sell it and get some money. So basically, nobody knows. And if someone claims that they know, well, folks, run away from them, because they are full of doo-doo. I have a question for you guys watching my video. If you bought a Doginal, what have you bought? put a link down below in my description in the comment. I want to check it out. I want to see what you got into because it's pretty interesting to me. Like I said, folks, this is my first picture project, but there's a reason for it, folks, because this is based off of inscriptions, and I'm telling you, folks, right now that this is a game changer. Yes, no one's really talking about it right now because it's brand new, but I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be the future. You want to get in when the getting's good. You don't want to jump in when it's on top. You want to jump in when it's right here at ground zero. And folks, right now, even at 18,000 Doge, this is still ground zero in my opinion because there is so much more room to grow. I hope you will join me on this journey because I want to see how far my Doginal can go before I decide to cash out, or if I even decide to cash out, because from what I hear is that soon in the future, who knows when, right? But there will be other ways to use your picture, not just to sell it, but you can possibly stake it, you can possibly lend it out. And folks, imagine that your Doginal is worth, say, 100,000 Doge. And say you can lend it out and make interest off that, folks. That is called residual income, and man, that's a pretty good prospect. Now, I don't know when or if that'll happen. Not just what I hear on the rumblings, some of the quote-unquote alpha. So I had asked Bark, hey, how do I do research on your project? And he said, well, there is no roadmap, so to speak, because these roadmaps are usually full of fluff, and I agree with them. And he says, you know what? My approach to the community is that we are building it for you guys live. So when you join my spaces, you will hear me talk about this alpha as it happens. So when I tell you guys, it's literally just happening or in the near end stages of it happening. So there's a lot of background noise going on. There's a lot of talks going on. And as always, they want to under promise and over deliver. So usually speaking, they don't like to announce it until it's near or almost there, as in coming out and ready to be released. So folks, from what I hear, there is way more coming, and the key thing here is, remember, there's only 10,000 pictures and there's only 300 currently listed. And man, I'm getting excited just saying those numbers. So I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all on next one. Have a good day, guys.